doing? Don't. That's my eyebrow.
I thought it was a cat hair, but it's attached.
It's my attached hair. Hello, Facebook friends. Hello. Hello, Facebook friends. Hello. I'm feeling real silly, so let's start the show. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, Miss Christie's making me feel insecure because there's this. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. It just is what it is. Hey, Justin, how are you, buddy? How are things? How is Mom and Dad feeling? How are things over there? Miss Yaz, good to see you as well. Miss Christie's here. Say hi, Miss Christie. We're a little bit late because Miss Christie wants me to wear her hat. Yodelay-hoo, oodly-doodly-doodly-dood. Roodly-hoo. Can I do that? Oodly-doodly-doodly-doo. Anyways, now this is my new hat, I suppose. How are you feeling, Justin? How are you been? How are you feeling as well? Just about the whole situation and stuff. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. Miss Christie, we were a little bit late. Miss Christie walked further than you and Miss April thought you were going, hey?
Correct.
Oh my gosh.
We got further away from the car than we thought we were. And then we looked at the time, we're like, holy crap, we gotta get back. And then we hustled our bustle, and then people drove slow in front of us, so...
Well, maybe that they drove the speed limit.
What's that?
Maybe they were just driving the speed limit.
No, they were going really much slower than the speed limit.
Okay. Well, Nicholas, how are you? Give your mom a hug for me, because it was her birthday this weekend. I have loss of taste and smell congestion on one of the symptoms of COVID. Oh, bud, you know what? Let me know. Let me know what you guys need, and we'll be there. We'll be there for you because you're not too far away. Plus, you're very close to our heart. Hey, let's read a couple of books. I had somebody that was being. I got into an argument with somebody today.
Tazzy.
It could have been but here's what happened. He said something that was kind of mean to me, and I wanted to be kind about it. I tried to be kind, but my mouth worked way faster than my heart because he said a bunch of mean things in a row. You know, he sort of insulted myself, he insulted my intelligence, and then he insulted me, and well, I'll tell you, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to push him.
Yeah. I
did. I just wanted to get away from me. But I didn't. I mean, I did say, I called him ignorant, and I was very mean. So I was mean to somebody, and I felt bad about it. And then I could feel him getting more upset and me getting more upset. And we were trying to do and we're two grown adults, and we still lost our temper, right, with each other, right? Yeah. It was just ridiculous. So I wanted to push him. It was really weird. I didn't want to hurt him. I just wanted him to get away from me, right? Yeah. That's all I wanted.
That's a very common physical expression of anger, right?
Yeah, it's just a push away.
Push away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
Well, that's good.
Because I'm 53 years old, and it took me 53 years to realize I shouldn't push somebody, right?
That's good.
And but I did. I was I was kind of upset with myself because I always say always be kind, and then I wasn't kind, right?
Yeah.
And so what I did instead was I said, listen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you feel that I'm rude, and I'm sorry that you feel that I'm, because it started because I made him an offer on something and he thought it was, and that was the whole thing. And then he got very upset, and then he said, I'm taking my anger out on you because I was angry at somebody else.
That's pretty common.
Yeah, that's very common as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I just thought I'd tell you that because, sometimes we're in a situation where we lose our temper, or we'll push somebody, or we'll hurt somebody, or we'll hit somebody, and it's not acceptable, and it's not all right, but also on the same level, we have to make sure that we apologize and make sure that it doesn't happen again. And so the next time we're about to think about doing something, we have to make sure that we think it all the way through. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So, okay. So
it might be easier next time. every time you go through
Yeah,
something like that.
I mean, and
I
the
think
thing
it
is,
can
I'm a
be easier
pretty
the next time.
I'm a pretty big I'm a pretty big cat, right? Like I'm fairly strong, and if I had pushed him, I might have hurt him, right? And well, he might have hurt me too. So
Yeah.
that's the learning thing there. So it's a learning moment for me, and we still have learning moments all the way through. There you go. Oops. So my friends are like, give me his info and we'll pay him a visit. That's not what we want to do. That's not the lesson I want to teach her, guys. But I appreciate the sentiment. Miss Shea said, excellent learning moment for the both of you. It was, and it was. We ended up laughing about it afterwards. It was just funny that how fast we got angry at each other, because I was tired. I was just tired today, and he had a previous argument. So I'm gonna read a book called Berenstain Bears Get in a Fight.
It's perfectly fitting for today.
Berenstain Bears, of course, written by Stan and Jan Berenstain. I keep saying Berenstain. It's Berenstain. And away we go. Here we go. Here's a book called We Get in the Fight. This book is from 1982. Miss Christie would have been 105. Most mornings in Bear Country, the sun rose to greet the day, and the mockingbird sang its copycat songs outside an upstairs window in the bear's treehouse. Inside the treehouse, brother bear and sister bear would wake up. Brother and sister usually got along very well. They took turns nicely with the bathroom. They said please and thank you at breakfast. They sat often together on the bus. And after school, they worked together happily on their special project, their own backyard treehouse. Yes, says that sounds like me. Thank you for sharing, Taz. Oh, yes, did you have a problem too? How did you handle it? Did you handle it with kindness or anger? You can let me know if you want. But one gray morning, brother and sister didn't get along all at well. Maybe it was the weather, or maybe because the mockingbird slept late, but whatever it was, brother and sister got into a big fight. Sister Bear opened her eyes and stretched, and then she sat up, and let her legs dangle over the edge of the bed, right in Brother's face. She didn't do it to be rude. It was just one of those things that happens with bunk beds. But that morning, Brother was not in a very good mood. "Sister," he shouted, "get your dopey feet out of my face." "My feet aren't dopey." "And you're not in your face," she shouted back. "Get your dopey face out of my face," said Brother. Well,
this feels very familiar. I've had a few moments like this in my lifetime, I know for sure.
Yeah, definitely. "Oh, you shush up," snapped Sister. And before Brother could answer, she skipped to the bathroom ahead of him. And you know what? It's when you, because I always say, always be kind, always be kind. I promise myself to try to always be kind. But sometimes, like I say, sometimes our heart doesn't work as fast as our anger. And that just, our anger just runs out of there really fast. And sometimes our heart is like, I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying to keep up. But you know what? And it's okay to feel bad. I think you should feel bad if you're not kind to somebody. You don't have to feel bad the entire night or the entire day or the entire life, but you should feel bad a little bit. And when you feel bad, that means that you're sorry. And when you're sorry, that means that your heart is caught up to your anger and your brain and said, hey, let's have a little chat, right? And so it's okay. What I would do, if I hadn't have apologized, I would have phoned and apologized later on when my anger cools down, right? Because sometimes when we get heated, our brain goes, right? It's like the cartoon with steam come out of your ears.
Yeah. Being disappointed in yourself kind of helps you keep that memory and helps you learn from the moment a little bit.
But you don't have to be disappointed for yourself for a long time. It's just when you are disappointed.
Yeah.
You're not even disappointed in yourself. You're disappointed in how you handled that particular situation.
Correct.
And then once you realize that you've fixed the situation, you can be happy with yourself and proud of yourself again.
You can be very, very happy with yourself if you manage to say you're sorry and to,
and just realizing that you've hurt somebody's feelings. It's growing, right?
Yeah.
She took a very long time brushing her teeth, washing up, and brushing her fur. "You better come out of that bathroom," shouted Brother, banging on the door. Kaboom, 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 kaboom. "Brother Bear," said Papa in a Papa voice, coming out of his bedroom, "you know better than to shout at your sister." "But she's taking too long in the bathroom," complained Brother. "She's doing it on purpose." If they were dolphins, they'd be doing it on porpoise.
Groan.
When Brother raised his fist to bang on the door again, it opened up, and out came Sister, all spruced up. "Good morning, Papa," she said, "as pleasant as you please." "Arr," said Brother. "Good morning, Papa." Brother and Sister didn't say please and thank you that morning at breakfast because they weren't speaking each other. And they didn't sit together on the school bus. Sister sat in the front and Brother sat way in the back. That afternoon they made a line down the middle of their backyard treehouse to show which half was whose. It wasn't much fun sitting up there in their treehouse, not speaking, especially when it began to rain hard. Later, they kept on being mean by taking back things they usually shared. Sister took back her modeling clay, which Brother had made into a dinosaur, and rolled it into a big lump. Brother took back his trucks and planes and put them on the top shelf where his sister couldn't reach them. See, now they're being mean. Yeah. Before they were being rude, and now they're being mean. They got so angry that they forgot they weren't speaking to each other and shouting at each other that even louder than before. Papa lost his temper too and began shouting at them to stop shouting. "Stop shouting! Stop shouting! No, puppy!"
That's not said with anger, Tazzy, though.
No, it's said with fear. "No, puppy." The neighbors didn't know which was worse, the big storm or the racket coming from inside the bear's house. Mama had enough. She put her 2 fingers to her mouth and whistled very loudly. I can't do that. Can you do that?
No, I can't do that whistle.
That's as loud as I can whistle. Papa and the cubs were so surprised they stopped shouting. "I didn't know you could whistle like that," said Sister. Look at her face when she whistles. I can whistle like that.
That's about as loud as I can whistle. But I can do this.
"Well, I can, and I also want to tell you," said Mama sternly, "I have had quite enough of this foolish fighting. Why, I doubt you to even remember what you're fighting about." The cubs. See, I said that with every word. "Well, I can. And I can also tell you..." See, that's how you tell mums are mad. When there's a period after every sentence. Like when Miss Christie goes, "No, puppy, Tazzy." I'm like, "I doubt you can even remember what you're fighting about." And the cubs tried to remember, and they couldn't. Mama took the cubs into her lap. "Everybody gets into an argument once in a while," she said. "Even the folks who love each other so very much." "You and I don't have arguments," said Papa. "Oh, yes we do," said Mama. But no, we don't. "We're having one right now," said Mama, "about whether or not we have arguments."
It's a bit of a debate.
That's more of a debate. Well, Papa thought that one over. Mama went on to say that occasional arguments are just part of living together. We get angry, we even call each other names, and we say things that we don't really mean, and after a while, it's over. Like a storm, said Sister. The rain had almost stopped, and the sun was beginning to shine through the clouds, exactly like a storm. It's exactly like a storm. Yes, said Mama, like the storm. Look, said Papa. The sun was shining on the last of the rain and made a rainbow.
It's pretty. They have a nice view.
They have a great view. A rainbow is something very beautiful that happens after a storm, said Mama, looking at the cubs. You mean like making up after a big fight? Sort of, said Mama. So Brother and Sister Bear hugged and made up, and they got along just beautifully. Well, until next time, anyway. That's a good book. That taught me too, right? That was it. It's okay. Like you said, everybody gets angry every once in a while. Well, that's it. So what do we say? Remember, it's okay to be mad, and it's okay to be sad, and it's okay to be frustrated with the situation. But you have to ABK. Always be kind, always be kind. I promise myself to. That's right. Try to always be kind. And if you can't be kind, we just have to say sorry and move forward. I remember getting in trouble at school one day, or actually, it might have been Weebeast or Joshy, got sent home early from school.
Uh-oh.
Yep. And so we had to have a talk about it, and they didn't have any, there was consequences, right? Because I think it might have been Joshy had pushed somebody. And he got home, and he had to, I made him write a letter of apology, not only to the person that he hurt, but the teacher, saying they were sorry and asked if he could come back to class, and that was it. And I made him read because he pushed somebody in class, I made him read that letter of apology in class as well. And he didn't want to do it, but I made him apologize. I said, if you're going to do something in front of people, you also have to do the apology in front of people.
Yeah.
That's what we did.
Yeah, you have to own your mistake, right?
Well, there's no water left in that. I'll give you that one. Thank goodness I have a backup.
Why do I need this?
To put it over there so I remember not to take it back upstairs.
So you remember?
Yeah, so you'll remember that I remember. Hey, okay. Serious time a little bit over. How's that? Let's read a book but my buddy Liam lent me called Click, Click, Clack, Quackity-Quack. Click, click, clack, Quackity-Quack. Click, clack, Quackity-Quack. Click.
Clack.
Quackity.
Quack.
Yes, this is Liam's book, and it said here, A, animals awake. B, beneath blue blankets. C, clickety-clack. Oh, it's an alphabet book. A, animals awake. B, let's make a little song. A, animals awake. B, beneath blue blankets. And then C is clickety-clack.
Don't come back.
Don't come back. D, ducks dancing, and E is for eggs emptying. And then F is for flippity-flip.
Flippity-flip.
Flippity-flip. Flop, 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 flippity-flip. G is for goats grooming, and H is for hens helping. I is inchworms inching, and J is jumpity-jump.
Jumpity-jump.
Jump, jumpity-jump, jump. Jumpity-jump, jump. Jumpity-jump, jump.
Inchworms are inching.
Jumpity-jump, jump.
Jump, jump.
Sometimes it takes longer than other times for her to get on.
I was concentrating on what I was doing.
Yes, but what I was doing was in my head. K is for kittens kicking and leaping and licking. That's it. This is exactly how the cats are right now because they're spring fever cats. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The cats are they're ripping around like somebody started their tail on fire.
But we didn't.
We didn't start a tail on
No,
fire. We don't, but I'm just saying they run around like that. M is for mice munching, and N is for nibble nibbles. Nibble, nibble, nibbles, nibble, nibble, nibbles,
I like nibbles.
nibble, 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 nibble. Ouch. O is for, watch out. Taz hit himself in the head with a book. O is for only one pig peeking, and Q is for Quackity-Quack. Quackity-Quack, don't. Quackity-Quack, don't call back. And then we got, I turned too many pages. I turned too many pages there. Now I got to turn back a couple pages. R is for raining, and S is for sleeping. And T is for tippy toe, under umbrellas for you. Did you see that? You showed me the picture of the sheep that hadn't been sheared in 7 years, right?
Correct.
He looked like He looked like an angry cartoon, angry cloud. He had so much.
Yes.
It was 89 pounds, wasn't
Yes.
it? 89 pounds of. So the sheep had to be sheared, and he hadn't been sheared in a while. And if you don't shear a sheep, it can actually cause them to get very sick. And what happened was they caught the sheep and they sheared him. They had to they had to put him to sleep, like not. To help him go to sleep, and then sheared off, and it was 89 pounds of wool they couldn't use because it was so bad.
Can you imagine how strong he is?
Now, right now, he's like, he's been working out. Oh my gosh, yeah.
It
might be
like
time
he's
to
walking on the moon.
Yeah, he'd be like, right?
Yeah.
Before it was like, That's quite the haircut.
Yes.
We almost have to do something with this. It's getting a little. It looks like it's out of focus, but it's actually just my beard. V is for vroom. I'm thinking of a V word, and it's a bird. Can you think of a bird that starts with a V?
A vulture?
There you go. Can you think of a pet that starts with D?
Duck?
Duck? Duck would be a kind of cool pet. Can you think of a car that starts with P?
Pontiac?
No, cars start with P. They use gas. And they use D. And then this watermelon's waiting. I made Miss Christie laugh.
You're so pleased with yourself.
X marks the spot for the picnic. X marks the
looks
spot
like a nice
for
day.
the picnic. Yeah,
Everybody's joining in.
that's it. And yawn's yawning. I don't think if I see a yawn, I'm supposed to yawn.
That's a common human response.
Yep. I like this. And Z is for everybody sleeping. Everybody sleeping.
Got a little food coma.
Everybody's sleeping. And so will we. There you go. That's the end of that book. It's Monday, and it's the beginning of the week. I hope you have a really good week. Remember, if you get in trouble and you're not kind to somebody, apologize and start again. Because I know I've been saying this a lot today, but I learned a lesson today, and I had to take my own advice, right? And Tazzy's advice is I just talked about myself in the third person. My advice is this: is that it's easy to be kind to those who are being kind to you, and when somebody isn't being kind to you, it's a lot harder to be kind to them. It's a big challenge. So I would like you to take the challenge to be kind to people that aren't being kind to you, because you know what? It takes two people to get angry at each other. But if one of you is kind, maybe the argument will go away. I'm just saying, maybe. Not always, but that's the way it goes. Justin, I love you, buddy. I hope you're feeling better. Hope mom and dad are feeling better. Reach out to us if you need anything. Little Yaz, I hope you had a good. Hope you have a good night. Brush your teeth, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Today, by the way, that was book 750. I don't have a budget for fireworks, so that's what you get. But it's book 750, and today is day 355. So, I am setting up a Zoom link for March 18th. I am deciding whether or not we should do it on March 18th, or if we should actually do it maybe on the Saturday. So I'm just trying to decide that a little bit, because it might be a little, because we could maybe stay up a little bit later. How's that? For the mums and dads out there, if you are wanting some comedy on March 19th, I will be doing a show in support of the Andrew Dunn Foundation. So please check out my Facebook. I will be putting more information. If you'd like to get some tickets, get a hold of me and I'll tell you how to get tickets. Tickets are $15 each, and it's going to be myself and Kelly Taylor. So I don't very much advertise on here, but if you are wanting some laughter, that's the way it is. And if you'd like some laughter, you can get a hold of me. And if you have any children in school, the schools can get a hold of me as well, and I'll read to the class. So there you go. That's all I had to say. Today was a beautiful day outside, and I'm glad that I was able to fix that, have the resolution of that conflict. So there you go. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. May your dreams be cheery and your dreams be bright. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. Sleep tight, Facebook friends. Sleep tight. Sleep tight. Puppy, 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 puppy. Till hope your dreams are silly till the morning light. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night.
No.
She said maybe.